Once Evideyo One Place. There was a quiet, unremarkable house, and within it lived a man named Dawson. Dawson possessed a peculiar secret power, not one of cosmic energy or heroic destiny, but a simple, self-serving gift. When he slept, he could create a realm of his choosing within the polished depths of a full-length mirror in his living room. His soul, an ephemeral double of himself, would simply slip out of his resting body, glide into the reflective glass, and live out any fantasy he desired before slipping back just before he awoke. His desires were often wonderfully mundane: conquering Mount Everest wearing only sandals, conducting a 1,000-piece orchestra, or, as it was on that fateful Tuesday afternoon during his nap, attempting to become the fastest man alive to devour 20 plates of biryani. His soul had just plunged into the mirror's smoky depths, a bustling stadium where 20 steaming mountains of rice and meat awaited him, when his luck, which had always been merely average, took a catastrophic nosedive. His father, bless his timing, arrived home beaming. He had just won a lottery prize, a custom-built shelving unit, and with it, a perfectly good, but now redundant mirror. "Doss won't mind if I sell this old thing," his father chuckled, already calling the owner of the local Motel Grand. Within the hour, the mirror, Dawson's vital anchor, was gone. Dawson's body remained on the sofa, still, silent, and breathing only lightly. But his soul, triumphant over the 16th biryani in the mirror stadium, was trapped. The family soon realized the quiet wasn't just a nap. Dawson wouldn't wake up. In a panic, they rushed him to the hospital. Doctors ran every scan, finding no cause, no illness, and no injury. Dawson was diagnosed with an unexplained coma. Meanwhile, the Motel Grand's mirror was hung in room 204. Dawson's soul, having finally finished its biryani challenge and now deeply regretting the entire endeavor, found itself watching a parade of confused, tired, and sometimes amorous motel guests. He was adrift in a sea of his own making, unable to return, because the one condition for his return, to see his body, was impossible. Days bled into weeks. Despair began to set in. Was he to be the eternal, spectral spectator of budget hotel life? Then one rainy Thursday, a blinding white light appeared in the reflection, followed by the form of a man stepping out of the mirror and into the room. Dawson's luck hadn't entirely run out. "Wait, you're a mirror walker too?" Dawson's soul shouted, though only the motel guest could hear him. The new arrival, a cautious-looking man named Vijayan, listened in stunned silence as Dawson poured out the whole incredible, tragic, biryani-fueled story. Vijayan, having just finished his own mirror fantasy of surfing on lava, immediately understood the gravity of the situation. Vijayan knew exactly what he had to do. He went back to his own body, which was still napping peacefully, and woke up. He then traveled to Dawson's house, feigning a friendly visit, and quickly learned Dawson was in the hospital. Discreetly, he found out about the mirror and purchased it from the motel owner for a generous, unquestioned sum. Vijayan drove the mirror straight to the hospital. He wheeled the large frame into Dawson's sterile, silent room and placed it directly beside the unconscious body. The instant Dawson's soul saw his familiar, sleeping face reflected beside him, the glass shattered with light. The soul lunged, a bright streak of energy that zipped out of the mirror and snapped back into the body on the bed. Dawson gasped, his eyes flying open. The doctor and the family rushed in, utterly shocked by the spontaneous, miraculous recovery. But as Dawson sat up, taking a deep, real breath of air, he looked over at Vijayan. Only Dawson and Vijayan knew what truly happened in room 204. And perhaps only they knew that the greatest fantasy of all was simply to return home.